Hello all, I am Dr. Prabhas Sanjanbal. In today's class, we'll discuss the decision properties of context-free language. Decision properties means we have already discussed the two decision properties of context-free language in the previous classes, but in this class, we'll discuss about the third decision properties of context-free language. So what is the third decision properties of context-free language? This is called membership problem. This problem is called as membership problem. So membership problem under context-free language is decidable or undecidable. The membership problem under context-free language is decidable. Okay. Since membership problem under context-free language is decidable, so algorithm exists to solve the problem. To solve the problem means membership problem. Okay, so now we'll see what is the meaning of membership problem. Membership problem means here checking whether the given string x is a member of the given context-free grammar or not. Means suppose one context-free grammar is given. This is one context-free grammar. Now I'll give one string. Now I'll give one string x. X is the member of the given context-free grammar or not. Okay, so this is called membership problem. Okay, now since this membership problem is decidable, so algorithm exists to solve that problem. Okay, this algorithm is called as CYK algorithm. C means cook, Y means younger, K means Kesami. Means these are all are called as three scientists. Okay, based on the name of the three scientists. Generally, this algorithm is called as CYK algorithm. Generally, it is called as CYK algorithm. Okay. So the time complexity of CYK algorithm, is generally order of NQ. What is N? Order of NQ. What is N? N is the length of the input string. What is N? Now N is the length of the input string. Okay. So now we'll see the CYK algorithm, and one more concept is there. This concept is also called as parsing algorithm. Okay, so now we'll solve the membership problem using CYK algorithm. C means cook, Y means younger, and K means Kesami. Using CYK, so what is the meaning of CYK algorithm? How to solve a membership problem using CYK algorithm? Okay, now we'll see the one example. Okay, see, this is a question. Check whether a given string BA, a given string BA is a member of the following grammar, or not. Following grammar means this is the grammar. So grammar is given here, and string is given. Okay, now we'll check the given string. Is the member of the following grammar or not. How to check? See here. This is a lengthy process generally to check using a CYK algorithm. Okay, see here how to check. So here BA, this is the following string. Now we'll see what is the string length. Here the string length, see here the string length equal to how much? The string length equal to 5. Here the string length equal to 5. Since the string length is equal to 5, now we'll see how many number of substrings are there. How many number of substrings are there. The number of substrings equals to what? N into n plus 1 divided by 2. So n means here n equals to what? 5, nothing but 5 into 5 plus 1 means 6 divided by 2. So 2 cancel 3, here it is nothing but 15. So the number of strings equal to 15. Okay, number of strings equal to 15 means now we'll construct or we'll draw a CYK table. This table is called as, see here, we have already constructed. This table is called as CYK table. Means what? CYK table. This table is called as CYK table. We have a count this one. So now we'll count this table. This table generally contains 15 boxes, means 15 number of boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So total means this table contains total 15 number of boxes. Total 15 number of boxes. How to fix this table contains 15 number of boxes? Based on the number of substrings. How to get number of substrings? Number of substrings means the string is already given what? BA. The string is given BA. So the string length equal to 5 and the number of substrings equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is the formula how to find the number of substrings generally. So here n equal to 5. So it is nothing but this value equal to 15. Okay. So now this is the table for CYK table for the checking membership problem, right? So now what is the first process? Here. Okay. What is the process? So since the string is given, means what? BAABA. The string is given BAABA. Now we'll get first one length substring. How to get one length substring? Here, the one length substring is here. The one length substring is how to get BAABA. In the one length substring is BAABA. Okay, so there are 5 numbers, means 5 one length substrings are there. Simply write on the, means here this first row is for one length substring. The second row is for 2 length substring. The third row is for 3 length substring. The fourth row is called 4 length substring. Fifth row is called 5th length substring. Means this is for 1 length. This is for 2 length substring. The third row is called 3 length substring. The fourth row is called 4 length substring. The fifth row is called 5th length substring. 5 length substring. So how to find? Here this is one length substring. One length substring means the one length means this is all substrings contains what? One length. This string one length substring. So just simply write B. Simply write on the table, upper part of the table, B A B A. Okay. So now we'll check the what is the process. So B means small b. Small b derives, just check the given grammar. So B can be derived, small b can be derived from where? Means from which variable? So see here, B can be derived from capital B means B to P. Just check from the given grammar, means here B can be derived from B to B. So B can be derived from B. Simply write. Okay. Now we'll see A can be derived from here, from capital A and capital C also. Means capital A can be derived, and capital C also A can be derived. So A can be derived from A, comma C. A, comma C. Similarly, this A can be derived from A, comma C. Similarly, this B can be derived from capital B. Similarly, this A can be derived from capital A, C. Okay. So one length substring is over. So one length substring is over. Now we'll see the two length substring. Okay. Now I'm erasing here because I need some space. Now we'll see the two length substring. What? Two length substring. What is the two length substring? How to find two length substrings here? Two length substring means if B double A BA is given, if B double A BA is given, how to find two length substring? Say here the two length substring is what? BA means this BA, then AA, then AB, then PA. So means BA you can find in this way: BA, AA, then AB, then BA. So this is called two length substring. Okay. So how to find two length substring? Now we'll consider the first one. Now we'll consider the first one, means BA. Okay. Suppose BA. So how to get B? BA can be get. We can get BA in this way, means B or A. B or A. Means if we will combine B and A, then we can get BA. See here. Here B can be derived from C. B can be derived from what? Capital B. Okay, just simply write B, cross product. Then A can be derived from C, or A can be derived from AC. Simply write A, comma C. Okay. Then take the cross product of what? B and AC. Means what? It is nothing but BA, then BC, then BC. Okay. So now we'll check where is BA. BA is there? No. BA is there? Yes. BA can be derived from capital A. This is nothing but capital A. Now we'll check where is BC in the context free grammar. Here this is one BC. This is one BC. There is no BC, no BC, no BC, no BC. So BC can be derived from S. So BC can be derived from S. So BA means what? AS. So BA means what? A, comma S. Right? In this way we can write. BA means AS. Next we will find double A. Next we will find double A. What is the meaning of double A? In this way we can find double A or A. So A means what? A means here AC. So AC cross product. A means what? AC. AC means take the cross product. So AA, then AC, then CA, then CC. So is there any A? No AA. So nothing. AC, there is no AC in the given grammar. Nothing. CA, there is no CA in the given grammar. CC, CC can be derived from B. can be derived from B. So simply write B. Okay. Now we'll find AB. Now we'll find AB. So we can find AB using in this way, means A or B. A means what? A means AC. Cross product of B means what? B. So AB, then CB. So AB means what? Is there any AB? S. AB can be derived from S and AB can be derived from C. So AB can be derived from S and C. Now we'll check CB. There is no CB. There is no CB. So this is nothing but what? S, comma C. Then next one is BA. BA is we have already find BA. But BA means what? BA means AS. Simply write AS. Okay. So 2-length substring is over. Now we'll find 3-length substring. Now we'll find what? 3-length substring. So I'm erasing here. So now I'll find 3-length substring. How to find 3-length substring? Here. So string is here, B double A B A. So 3-length substring is here. How? B double A B, then A B A. So this is nothing but B double A B, then A B A. So how to find B double A? Now I'll consider the first one. What? B A A. We can get BA using what? B plus double A or B plus double A, or we can get BA plus A. What? BA plus A. In this way we can find, but write in sequence order. Either B or A, or we can take BA or A. So now I'll find this one, means I'll consider the first one. B is nothing but what? B is nothing but what? B. Then cross product double A. How to find double A? In this way we can find. Here A means in this way you can find. Okay. A means just start from here. Go to A means here A. Then just in this way, just draw. So that means what? B. Okay. Then or BA. How to find BS here? BA is nothing but what? This one. So means from here to there. Then go to here. Means what? AS. So take the cross product of A. Then A means what? AC. Okay. I'm just erasing the table. Control Z. Sorry, this is okay. So A means here, A means B, or BA means what? BA. BA means AS. Okay. BA means A comma S. Cross product A means A comma C. So take the cross product of all, means BB, comma here AA, comma here AC, comma here SA, comma here ASC. So there is no BB, nothing. A, nothing. There is no A. AC, AC, no AC. SA, there is no SA. SC, there is no SA. Just write simply blank. Nothing means blank. Okay. Now we'll find what AAB. The second one, AAB. AAB means how to get AAB? Either AB, A plus AB, or how to get, or double A, B, double A plus B. In this way we can get. So A is nothing what? How? A is nothing. AC. Then AB. How to get AB? Here AB. Here A, B. Then take the cross product. Then draw like this. AB. Okay. Means SC. Means what? S comma C. Then AA. Here A means A. Means what? There is nothing but B. It is nothing but B. Then take the cross product of B. B can be derived from B. Okay. So it is nothing but what? A, S, AC, CS, then CC. Okay. It is nothing but B, B. So AS, is there any AS? No AS. AC, there is no AC. CS, CS, no CS. CC, SCC can be derived from B. BB, there is no BB. That means it is B. Right? Now we'll find the next one means ABA. I am erasing the first one. Now we'll find the ABA. How to find ABA? The third one. A or BA or AB plus A or AB plus A. How to find? See here. A. How to find A? We can find A from AC. Take the cross product BA. BA means BA means S. BA means A comma S. Then or AB. Here A B means SC. Here SC. Cross product A. A means AC. So just take the cross product means what? A, then AS, then CA, then CS, then SA, then SC, then CA, then CC. A, no. AS, there is no S. CA, there is no CA. CS, there is no CS. SA, there is no SA. SC, there is no SC. CA, there is no CA. CC, S, it is P. So it is nothing but B. Okay. So 3-length substring is over. Now we'll see the 4-length substring. See. Now I am erasing all. So this is 4-length substring. A string is there, B A B A. So 4-line substring is this one. Means it's nothing but B A B, comma A B A. So now I'll consider the first one. What? B A B. Nothing but what? So how to get B plus A B? Then we can get what? B A plus A B. Then or we can get B double A plus B. So B means what? B is nothing but B cross product. So A B means how to get A B? See here, A B, A B. Just take the cross. Just take means draw like this. But it's nothing but B. It is nothing but. So this is B actually. Okay, A B means what? A B means this is nothing but B. Okay. So BA means we can get BA means what? AS. It is nothing but AS. AB is nothing but what? SC. S comma C. Then B double A. What? B double A. B double A means it is nothing but blank. Okay. It is nothing but blank. So if you will multiply blank in any production, then that will be give blank. So B is nothing but what? B. Right. So we can get like this. B what? AS AC and SS, then SC, then it is nothing but what? Blank. Means nothing. Is there any BB? No. AS? No. AC? No. SS? No. SC? No. So it is nothing but blank. Okay. Now we'll find the next one, the second one. What? A B A. A B A means either we can get A plus A B A, or A plus B A, or A B plus A. How to get A? A means SC. Cross product. ABA. How to get ABA? In this way. We just start from here. See, A, B, then A means it is nothing but what? B. Your Control Z. This is nothing but B. Okay, sorry. Okay, then A. A is nothing but A means B. Cross product BA. BA is nothing but S. A comma S. Then AB. A B is nothing but B. Cross product A is nothing but AC. Okay. So take the cross product of all means what? Here. AB, CB, BA, BS, then BA, then BC. So AB, AB can be derived from S and C. S and C. CB, there is no CB. BA, BA can be derived from A. And BS, there is no BS. BA, BA can be derived from A. A is already there. BC, BC can be derived from S. S is already there. It is nothing but SCA. What? SCA, right? Now, okay, 4 length substring is over. Now we'll find 5 length substring. Now we'll find the 5 length substring. What? 5 length substring. So 5 length substring is what? BAA BA. BAA BA. So this is a 5 length substring. So how to get 5 length substring? So B plus AA BA, or we can get BA plus ABA, or we can get BAA plus BA, or we can get BAAB plus A. So B is nothing but what? B. Then AAB, then AABA. So what is AA? AABA, it is nothing but SCA. So this control. Also that. Again I am writing. Sorry. Nothing but A. Okay. So 5 length substring. 5 length substring means what? BAA BA. BA BA means what? How to get B plus AA BA, or BA plus ABA, or we can get BAA plus BA, or we can get BAAB plus A in this way. So B is nothing but what? B is nothing but, this is B, cross product ABA. Here ABA means in this way we can draw. Means what? SCA. So ABA. ABA means SCA. SCA. Or BA. So BA. BA means AS. Cross product. ABA. Well, ABA means B. Or BAA. BAA means like this. BAA means what? Blank. Means blank. If we will multiply blank with any symbol, then this is blank. So no need to find out this one. So BAAB. So BAAB means what? Blank. It is also BAA is also blank. So if you will multiply with any symbol, that will be blank. No need to find out. So it is nothing but what? BS, BC, BA, then A, B, then S, B. This one blank, this one is also blank. So BS, there is no BS. BC, S, BC can be derived from S. This is S. BA, S, BA can be derived from A. AB, S, AB can be derived from S. S is already there. AB can be derived from A, C. Okay, just write C. SB, there is no SB. So it is nothing but SAC. SAC. Okay. So this is the final CYK table. This is the final CYK table. Okay. Now we'll check what is the first question. The first question was, okay, the first question was BAABA is the substring of the given contextual grammar or not. Okay, so what is the which box is for BAABA? Which box is for BAABA? See here, this box, in this way, if you will find, this box is for BAABA. This box contains what? S. This box is also contains S. S, this box means 15th box. 15th box contains S. S means S is the here starting symbol. S is the starting symbol. So BAABA is a member. Is a member of the given string. Okay. So we can write I'm just erasing here. Okay. So it is nothing but the 15th box means this one. This one means it contains what? S. S means what? 15th box. 15th box contains S. S means it is a member. It is a member. Means BAABA is a member of the given grammar. Okay. This was the question. See. Check whether the given grammar means BAABA is a member of the following grammar or not. Yes, BAABA is a member of the following grammar because the 15th box contains S. S means S is here starting symbol. S is the starting symbol. That's why. Okay. Now we'll see some related examples. Some related. I am erasing here. Okay, what is the next question? Try to understand. Which of the following string are members of the following grammar or not? Which of the members? The first one we'll see. B is the member or not? See, B. See here, B can be derived from B. B can be derived from B. So B is not a member. So B is not a member. What is the next question? So B is not a member. BA. The next question is BA. Okay. Now we'll check. BA can be derived from here. BA means this one. Means this box contains what? S. Since this box contains S, means starting symbol. So BA is a member. Okay. I'm erasing. So BA is a member. Now we'll check BAA. Okay, BAA is a member or not. See here BAA. BAA means here BAA means this box does not contain anything. So BA is not a member. Okay. So BA is not a member. Now we'll check BAAB. BAAB is a member or not. See here BAAB means what? BAAB means this one. Okay. This box does not contain anything. So BAAB is not a member. Then AA is a member or not? See, A means what? This box contains B. So A is not a member. Then AAB. Next one is AAB. Now we'll check AAB is a member or not. So AAB means what? B. Okay. So AB is not a member because it contains, this box contains B. Is not a member. Then ABA. Next one is ABA. Here ABA. So this box contains SCA. This box contains SS. Since this box contains S, so it's a member. So it is a member. Now we'll check AB. AB is a member or not. Now we'll check AB. See here AB. S, this box contains S. So AB is a member. So AB is a member. Okay. These are some related questions, means member or not. Now we'll see one more question. How many substrings? Next, how many substrings of the given string, means BA are members of the given grammar? How many substrings of the given string BA are members of the given grammar? See, how many substrings? Now just check how many box contains S. This box does not contain S. This box no. Here this box contains S. Okay, 1. This box contains S. 2. This box contains S. 3. This box contains S. 4. This box contains S. 5. So how many substrings? Now 5 substrings are there. So the answer is 5. So how many substrings of the given string, means BA are the members of the given grammar? Okay. So this is the answer is 5 because 5 boxes contain the starting symbol S. Okay. Now we'll see one more example or one more question. How many substrings of the given string BAABA are not members? So we have total 15 number of boxes. Okay, but out of 15, 5 are the members. So the remaining is 15 minus 5 equals to 10. So the remaining is 10, means 10 are not members. Okay. Now we'll see one more example. How many different substrings of the given string BA are members? Now we'll see how many different means unique substrings. How many unique substrings of the given string BA are members? See. Okay. See the answer. Where is S? This S means This is for what? AS. This is for what? BA. Then where is S? This S for, oh sorry, AB. This is for AB. Then this contains S. This is for BA. Where is SCA? SCA means this is for what? ABA, AA, BA. So this one contains S. This is for what? It is nothing but BA, BA. See here, how many? My question was, how many different substrings are there? How many different substrings? So BA, BA, there are two BAs. So I just count as one. So this is one, this is one, this one, this one, one, this one means 4. Answer is 4. Okay. So how many different substrings of the given string BA are members? The answer is 4. Okay. So this is the end of membership problem. Okay. Next we will discuss about the push down automata in the next class. Okay. Thanks for watching.